Good morning to you all, my ladies and gentlemen, viewers and subscribers in the house. Happy Sunday to you all. I don't come again. I am landing this morning all the way from Netherlands. I went there for an important meeting concerning the Biafra restoration. So now this morning I just the land back on I hear this breaking news where the top headline this morning. It on the fly for all the social media and all the newspapers. Back on I hear them. According to ALOY EJIMAKOR, he said, release MNK, don't be like Abacha, Buhari, and the rest of them. Are you hearing me? Yes, because in the case of Abacha, he dealt with the Igbos. Buhari dealt with the Igbos. Now, Tulumbu, the lawyer to Mazen MNK or the council, or whatever you may choose to call him, I've been lamenting this thing for quite some time now, from the beginning of 2021 up to today. ALOY EJIMAKOR, Mike Ejiofor, Michael Zekome, and the other one, Ejiofor, or what did they call him? All of them have been hammering on this. Release Mazen MNK from the other administration up to this regime. So, make on do the needful, because the eye where they cry can also see, according to my people. So, my wonderful people, I don't come again, make on remember that my name never changes. And I still, Amandia Neze Okute, from the Okute Daily Talk platform or channel or whatever you choose to call it. Now there I give on this news where they clear. I beg you, if you never subscribe to my channel, do not forget to do that as soon as possible. Make sure you like, share, and also comment on any of my videos that you feel it's okay for you to do so. In other words, I beg you, make one reduce the abuse, because almost all the part of my head now don't they pay me. Where they hammer me with abuse, this one go cost me, this one go bring its own. Almost every blessed day, I must receive 10 or 15 knocks on one side of my head. And now, that side now, did I say the place now, don't they go inside? I beg, make on do what? Make on no kill on a brother. All these bass here and there. Because I say the truth. I beg you, make on do what? Make on do some. So, my wonderful people, I beg you, in short, this morning, let us take the whole headline we have here today. After that, then we will come back for the business of the day. Yoruba versus Igbo. This one, Sanwo-Olu, Governor Hope Uzodinma, others meet over Alaba market demolition. Hope Uzodinjo, Abi Hope Uzodinma, whatever your name is this meeting supposed to be only you? What happens to other 4 Eastern governors that are supposed to stand and speak for their own people? Instead, Soludo is staying for Anambra State, calling for Anambarians to come back home and to invest. The other one, where they for Ebonyi State, Nwifuru. He did there, they call their own people to come back. Is that the only way we can do? That is why we never stand and get on one thing, either the Biafra or the Nigeria, because everybody will come out now and say, oh, Igbo love themselves, my dear, who talk that? Go and put that in. Go and put that in, which love? Igbo are the only tribe that hate their own self, even their own brothers. You will find out in a family of either 2 or 3 boys. All of them, whether single or married, all of them will never be passing one road. There's nothing like love in the midst of the Igbos. So you are going to meet Sanwo-Olu to speak for our people that are passing through a lot in Lagos State. Instead of you, all the whole governor forum in that southeast region to gather together with one voice and go there, at least something tangible must surely come out. The other day, Oti went to see Sanwo-Olu on the division. That one is Labour Party. Now APC have gone. Tomorrow now you will hear that APGA go. Another one, PDP will go. APC will go. Make understand one place and speak with one mind. With that, we can achieve something, either the Biafra side or in this contraction called Nigeria. This is my word of advice to all the southeastern governors. Tulumbu will put judges, lawyers in Calabash. You can't win. Primet Ayodele to Atiku and Peter Obi. This Primet Ayodele, anyway, let me not comment too much, because all these so-called pastors and prophets that only depend on politics, that's the only thing they see. On politics, they never see anything good about the country. Only politics is what they are seeing. Another one here is walk Abuja Street without security if you are not corrupt. COUNSEL, that's INEC chairman. Not true. If you say you are not corrupt, then just walk on the street of the place you call your home. Let's see what happens. Labour Party at which PDP again as principal officers emerge in Abia Assembly. Labour, make una do what? Make una take am easy. I hope all these things have been done in the rightful way or in the rightful manner. Let it not be simply because Labour Party is ruling, even all the whole positions that the PDP, as the opposition supposed to take, you people will consume all. Boko Haram, this man don't come again. This one at the same implement Ayodele, he said terrorism. Why Tinubu? We have a crisis with northerners, governors and ex-governors. Nigerian prophet Ayodele, Abi Bamidele, Abi Primet. Okay, Primet Ayodele. Anambra government arrests a woman for using sick child to beg for alms. What do you expect the old woman to do? If the country is good, we should be doing like that. Everything in the country, virtually everything. I mean, everything. When they talk about everything, have gone up in the country. That even a middleman now, a middle class now in Nigeria now is being bringing down to number 1, to level 0. And you say the woman cannot beg. That is the only thing Nigeria know how to do. Nigeria know how to launch somebody who thief Indomie. Then leave the main people that are thieving billions of naira just with the pen and leave them to be working scot-free. Even praising them, calling them all sorts of names, Olori and the rest of them. But somebody out of hunger will go inside the market and thief either a carton of noodle or 1 pack of noodle. They will lump that person to death. So now, you want to catch this woman now. She's using sick woman to beg. Have you people provided work for her? I'm not supporting what she's doing, though. It is not good. But when we are blaming the woman, we also have to blame the failure of the government and the state governors. I was furious, angry, according to Joe Ibokwe, laments fuel subsidy removal. They are strange and outlawed and estranged and outcast. Joe Ibokwe, he done on the matter again. Later we will come back to know what this traitor is saying concerning the fuel subsidy removal. Whether he support it or he kick against it, I don't know. So my wonderful people, let us go straight to the reason why we are here this morning. President Bola Tinubu has been urged not to toe the path of late military head of state, Sani Abacha, and former President Muhammadu Buhari over their stance on self-determination. ALOY EJIMAKOR, the special counsel to Kano, said Tinubu should release the Biafra agitator and not toe the path of Abacha and Buhari. Tweeting, EJIMAKOR also warned that the failure to release Kano would boomerang. According to EJIMAKOR, dear Mr. President, it boomerangs when the state, in this case the president, fails to enforce a judgment, domestic or foreign, against the state just because it is against the state. Whenever this happens, the legitimacy of the state is called into question. Hashtag free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. Pursued by Abacha, President Tinubu went into exile in 1994, and in April 1997, he declared, "I don't believe in one Nigeria." That is hashtag. In 1998, he returned to Nigeria. After Abacha's death, Mr. President, you once demanded self-determination. You are not an Abacha or a Buhari. Hashtag free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they have to be now. All hands on desk. They don't call free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This one tie his head. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The other one, the other mumu, we don't finish and go. He tie his ear. Say he don't want to hear. Where is Malami? Sebi Malami don't tire. Now he's a Attorney General of the Federation, Minister of Justice, ex. More continue. Yoruba versus Igbo, Sanwo-Olu and Governor Hope Uzodinjo, others meet over Alaba Market demolition. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State and his counterpart from Imo State, Hope Uzodinjo, have met over the demolition of Alaba International Market. The meeting, which also had the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Okalo, in attendance, was held in Lagos yesterday. Speaking after the meeting, Sanwo-Olu said the meeting was a successful one, adding that issues of common interest were discussed. And what are the issues? The Lagos State Governor said the meeting has gone on very successfully, where we discussed issues around a common interest and especially issues around the demolition of Alaba Market. There has been a lot of wrong information and communications. Our conversation this afternoon has cleared the air, and we have seen the need for further collaboration, and where wrongs have been expressed, we do what? We corrected. A few weeks ago, the Lagos State government began the process of demolishing distressed buildings in Alaba International Market in Ojo local government area of the state. The enforcement team of the Lagos State Building Control Agency, LASBA, and the Lagos State Task Force embarked on the joint exercise. But if I may ask, or if I may suggest, or if I may drop my own candid advice on this, Sanwo-Olu, okay, fine and good. Those buildings are what? Are distressed, according to you, according to LASBA. So, if you want to amend your ways, if you want to correct or rewrite your wrong, build the market. Yes, Lagos State have the capacity or the funds to do it. Build the market and let it be on renting to the people of that same Alaba International Market, where you know that the people that occupy that place, they have been the Igbos. Then build that market with the government money and let them be paying rent to the government. As simple as that. If you can do that, then we will know that truly what you did is either is right or wrong. And most especially, do not forget that people who build all those houses there, they bought the land with their documents and C of O's. Everything is intact. So whenever you are doing anything, you are going to react with the landlords of those areas. Or if you demolish the building, then let the landlords take their land. As simple as that. Build it whatever they want to build. Not demolishing it, tomorrow you take it over and give it another either Chinese firm or Korean firm or Lebanese to build whatever you want them to build there. That means you deliberately sold that place to those people, not because there's a what do they call it, a strange buildings or whatever you call it there. So that is it. The enforcement team of the Lagos State Building Control Agency, LASBA, and the Lagos Task Force embarked on the joint exercise. The demolition had drawn condemnation from the affected traders and some Igbo groups who alleged they were being targeted due to the intrigue of the 2023 presidential election. Because everybody just nyanke yanaga. He will come up now and tell you that all those things are distressed buildings. At the end of the day, you find out that this thing is ordered from above. Just like Asani Dokubo went to Asorok. The only thing we came back now is just to do what? To target and profile the Igbos. Whereby, Igbos are the one that sold him into slavery from Abia State, Afaruku. Then you go out there now, a slavery coming to call the main owners of the land or owners of the country that they are slaves. Is that not madness? Now, Mumuna, Tinubu will put judges, lawyers in Calabash. You can't win. Primet Ayodele to Atiku and Peter Obi. The leader of the Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primet Elijah Ayodele, on Saturday cautioned the presidential candidates of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Atiku Abubakar, and Peter Obi of the Labour Party, LP, head of the outcome of their cases against President Bola Tinubu at the tribunal. Primet Ayodele said, Tinubu will put all the lawyers and judges in a calabash and throw it away. Speaking in Lagos, the clergyman described Tinubu's victory as spiritual. Make on continue. Make on just continue this one, a nonsense prophecy. According to Ayodele, Tinubu's mantra of Milokons carries spiritual and positive energy. He said that Atiku and Obi are just wasting their time trying to unseat Tinubu. Ayodele said, Tinubu's victory is more spiritual than physical. When he said Emilokon, people didn't understand that Emilokon mantra has a lot of spiritual and positive energy. Atiku and Abubakar are not ready. They think Tinubu will just sit down and fold his hands. Tinubu will put all the lawyers and judges in one calabash and throw them inside water. Tinubu is spiritually desperate and only God can take him out of the way. Atiku and Obi are just wasting their time. They are not ready to take the number one position. They are just noisemakers who go on internet to rant. Will the internet give them victory? Tinubu's victory is totally spiritual. He also maintained that the Senate under the leadership of Godswill Akpabio will be a rubber stamp. Okay. The Senate under Akpabio will be a rubber stamp. I don't see anybody being serious. Even the opposition will soon join the ruling party because the radical ones will be silenced, he added. Well, this is where you make a very vital point. But that issue of they are wasting their time at the court. The matter before the court, you sit back in your home and you judge it already. And our security operatives or personnel will not see this one, will not see how to call this man to order, because this is fallacious. This is unimaginable. This is a counter-chorus statement that been made by so-called a prophet. This is a matter before the judiciary. So who born you and who gave you that audacity to conclude? Okay, Tinubu will put all of them in a calabash and throw them away, right? If Emiloko is spiritual, then why Ojuzo Carlo didn't win? When he went to the Senate and said Emiloko, it is his own turn. Dara. Walk Abuja Street without security if you are not corrupt. COUNSEL, that's INEC chairman. Following allegations of corruption leveled against the national chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Prophet Mahmoud Yakubu, the coalition of the Southeast youth leaders has challenged him to prove his innocence by walking on the streets of Abuja without security personnel. The INEC board has been accused by opposition parties of compromising the integrity of the electoral body by alleging manipulating the outcome of the 2023 presidential elections. Yakubu had, however, denied all the allegations, insisting that the election which produced Bola Tinubu was free and fair. In a statement on Saturday, the President General of COUNSEL, Goodluck Ibem, asked the INEC board to walk on the streets of Abuja on foot without security for 30 minutes. If his conscience is clear that he conducted a free and fair 2023 general elections using the bimodal verification accreditation system, which is BIAFRANS, for all the elections, the conscience, they say, fears no accusations and truth. They say it's an open wound. We challenge Professor Mahmoud Yakubu on this day, for the whole world to say, this is a challenge and test of integrity of Yakubu. If he doesn't accept the challenge, he then tells us who he is and what he did during the said election conclusion, according to Ibezim Echukubem. Labour Party are with PDP again as principal officers emerge in Abia Assembly. New principal officers have been elected in the Abia State House of Assembly. The Speaker of the House, Emmanuel Emerowa, who announced the names of the new principal officers during Friday's sitting, named Uchenna Okoro, representing Arochukwu constituency, as the majority leader. This was done after the member representing Osisioma Ngwa North, Ihanacho Nwogu, and Ahoma Faene of Osisioma Ngwa South constituency, both of Young Progressive Party, YPP, and Akaliero Anderson of the All Progressive Congress, APC, aligned with the 10 members of the party to form the required majority in the House. Speaker of the Assembly, Emmanuel Emerowa, who announced the names of the new principal officers, informed the members of the House that the understanding reached between other two political parties, it was pertinent to announce the House leadership. He announced Destiny Nwagu, Abanot State constituency, as deputy minority leader, Emeka Obioma Umuahia South as chief whip, and Ihanacho Nwogu Osisioma Ngwa North constituency as deputy chief whip. There was no announcement for a minority leader. The Speaker went further to read the letter from the executive governor informing the House of the list of 19 commissioners designated for screening and approval. He further set up an ad hoc committee led by Chinasa Anthony, member representing Umuahia Central, to screen the commissioners' nominees before for screening and approval. But the position of the minority leader was not announced by the House, even when the PDP still had 10 elected members in the House. Of the principal offices announced, the PDP, which is the major opposition party in the state, did not occupy anyone. raising eyebrows about the relevance of the party in the business of this house, even as an opposition party. Apart from this, PDP, which has 11 members, including many senior members, could not strike a deal with the 3 House members of APC and YPP extraction. Rather, the ruling party, Labour Party, has its way again by lobbying the YPP and APC legislators to round up its control of the 8th Abia House of Assembly, according to the news we had here. Boko Haram and terrorism. Why Tinubu will have crisis with northerners, governors, and ex-governors, according to Primate Ayodele. The leader of the Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primate Ayodele Elijah, has issued a warning to President Bola Tinubu as he chokes 1 month in office. Primate Ayodele said Tinubu will have a crisis with some governors, past governors, and northerners over Boko Haram and banditry. He said those mentioned above will believe he came for vengeance. The clergyman, however, noted that security agencies will do better under Tinubu. Primate Ayodele disclosed this during the release of his annual prophecy, warnings to the nations on Saturday in Lagos State. According to Ayodele, security agents can do better than the past government if they put CCTV everywhere and do what is needful. Boko Haram headers, bandits are terrorists, and if there is nobody to influence them, then they can't function. To be sincere, what security agents are doing have a question mark, because when these terrorists are arrested, they still get released, and that is why Tinubu will have problems with the ex-governors, present governors, and the whole northerners. They believe that Tinubu has come to a revenge, and that is why they will start having crises either internally or externally. He also warned that corruption might kill Nigeria. Not it might, it have already killed Nigeria, because now, as I am talking to you, Nigeria is now a banana republic. You can't erase corruption because it's already in the system. Corruption will kill Nigeria this time, he added. And according to what you said, that this our 10th National Assembly, Akpabio will become a rebel stance. And we are waiting for that. We are looking forward to that. Anambra government arrested a woman for using sick child to beg for alms. Anambra state government on Friday arrested a woman, Ene Ogechukwu, for using a 10-year-old child to beg for alms, despite repeated warnings to desist from it. Commissioner for Women and Social Welfare, Ife Obinabo, arrested and handed her over to the police, saying she would be charged to court. She warned that the Anambra state government will not tolerate any act that threatens to exploit a child. A 27-year-old woman who hails from Udi in Enugu State was caught at Oyolisa, Obunike, Uyi local government area. She was using the 10-year-old girl who hails from Benue State and had a tumor for alms begging, claiming she wanted to raise money for her treatment. She confessed that she started using her since December last year, and she had been able to save up to 100,000 as against 400,000 needed for her surgery. Obinabo said the woman will be arraigned before the Children, Sexual and Gender-Based Violence Magistrate Court in Oka. Soon, the child will be taken to the hospital for medical examination and possible treatment. That means you are not sure of it. I was furious, angry, Joe Ibokwe laments on fuel subsidy removal. A chieftain of the All Progressive Congress, APC in Lagos State, Joe Ibokwe, has cried out over the biting effect of the fuel subsidy. Are you not APC? That is what APC are putting us into. So, my dear, you have nothing to worry about. Last, everybody must collect. That is the only thing. And that's my happiness. Because there's no anywhere you go to buy fuel now, they will tell you, where is your voter's card? Or who do you vote for? You say, oh, I'm APC, and they tell you, oh, please, put on your car, put on your motorbike, your generator, or your can. This is a jerry can. They will put gasoline free for you, or you buy it at very cheap rate at least 100 naira per liter. But it doesn't happen. So, everybody will do what? Everybody will suffer and say, we don't force us say we must accept APC because they want to complete the 16 years that the previous administration have done. That is PDP. No problem. After you complete 16 years, then you hand over to Labour. Labour will do 16 years. Then from Labour to NNPP, 16 years. Now so we go talk to continue be dying and dying. Last, they will hand it over to Sowore, and the country will do what? Will vanish. Let's just see what this outcast Joe Ibokwe is talking about. Ibokwe said he was recently furious and angry after buying a 20,000 naira worth of fuel, which he said didn't go half of his vehicle's tank. In a post via his Facebook page on Friday, the APC citizen said he has now displayed himself and chooses wisely before he goes to any place. He wrote, I bought 20k fuel for my 4-way drive and the gate did not get to half tank. I thought the petrol attendant cheated me. I was furious, angry. I went to another station and it's the same. I've now displayed myself. It is not anywhere that I go to now. Okay, now. My happiness is that no people who supported this government, supported from the last administration of APC, and you are APC member confirmed. Yeah, you hear me? APC member confirmed. All of them. All of them they complained. The other day, one came out and began to lament on social media. This one no be saying this is no be say they talk and within themselves. On social media, this man lamented how they use their life to campaign for Tinubu, but now look at what the reward they get. And I said what? Last, everybody must collect. So they told us, make everybody they do sacrifice because we need to sacrifice in the long run. Now this thing is they are giving you just like Tinubu. Tinubu said Buhari said he will create 1 million jobs for the youths under 30 years. So now the trajectory now this man they follow now. So under 30 years, at least 8 years gone. When we add another 8 years, it will be 16 years. That means APC have to be on the seat of power for 30 years so that they will create 100 million jobs for the youths. It a cry now. This one, they can bet you. President of Guinea-Bissau, Umaro Sissoko, meets Tinubu in Lagos State. The president of the Guinea-Bissau, Umaro Sissoko, is currently meeting with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Tinubu receives his Guinea-Bissau counterpart, who doubles as the chairman of the Economic Community of West African State ECOWAS at his Lagos residence on Saturday. Details of the meeting cannot be ascertained at the time of filling this very report. Daily Post record that President Omar